Today we're going to be talking about 5 mistakes that beginner football players make. Now, mistake number 1, and honestly this is a mistake that I feel like all beginner athletes, no matter what sport that you're in, make, and that is stretching a cold muscle. So guys, let's say you're going out to the field, let's say maybe you watch some drills on YouTube or whatever the case may be. You're going out to the field, you're about to do those drills. What you don't want to do is you don't want to get to the field and then just start stretching, and you stretch your hamstrings, you pull the quad, because your muscles are cold, you guys. There is no blood flow going to the area, so if you're really pushing yourself and trying to stretch to try to get loose, that is a great way to strain yourself or to strain or tear something during the actual workout, because there's no blood flow to the area. So guys, stretch after you work out. Stretching is important, though, 100%. Stretching is great for mobility, flexibility, which can help you in many aspects of playing football or any sport for that matter, but you want to come out to the field and do some type of dynamic warm-up. High knees, A skips, B skips, karaoke, doing stuff that's going to get blood pumping to the area before we do the drills, as that would be less likely for you to injure yourself, strain yourself, or tear a muscle during the workout. Now, before we get into the rest of these mistakes, fellas, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver, we're going to be having 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps across 15 different states this offseason. So guys, if you would like to train with myself, my staff of coaches this year, check out that very first link in the description below. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida, Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Seattle, Washington, Las Vegas, Nevada. Then we'll be heading out to Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing it off, as always, in Los Angeles, California. So guys, if you want some more information on how you can sign up, check out that very first link in the description below. Let's get back to this video. Now, the second mistake that beginners will make is assuming that just being in generally decent cardio shape is considered football shape. Guys, there's a difference. There's being in shape and then there's being in football shape, or I should say like a fast twitch athlete shape rather than football. So guys, during football, think about how the game is played, right? The ball is snapped and then every single position on the field, just about every single position on the field, is exerting all out effort. D-line's trying to exert all out effort to get a sack. O-line is exerting all out effort to hold off the D-line. A DB, a receiver, they're running full speed downfield. They're exerting all out effort, right? So you have to get in all out effort shape, if you will. That means running sprints and giving yourself time to recover in between each sprint. So guys, if you're going about your conditioning routine in the summer, the off season, the wrong way, hey, don't just go out to a track and run 3 miles and think that that's helping you get in shape. It's a different type of shape. That's more of a slow twitch muscle fiber workout rather than a fast twitch muscle fiber workout, which means exerting all out effort. So guys, instead of running laps, you should go to a field and set up just 40 yards, 50 yards, and do an all out sprint, then walk back, catch your breath for about 20 to 30 seconds, because that's how the game's played. You want to be in football shape. You don't want to be in just long distance running shape. Now, mistake number 3 that beginner football players will make is not explaining to your parents how serious you want to take football. So guys, if you're serious about football, you can see yourself playing it long term. I don't care how old you are. Let's say you're even 10 years old. Let's say you're maybe just joining now in high school, maybe later on in high school. Your parents need to understand the sacrifices that go into actually playing football, and so do you for that matter. We posted a video a couple weeks back where I was talking about how in the summer you should never miss practice. You need to postpone vacations. That's part of the game, you guys. That's just how football goes. You're going to be practicing in the summer, so you should not miss time, because that's going to lead to you not playing. So if you're scheduling all these trips in the summer and you're going to have to tell your coach, hey coach, sorry, I'm going to miss 2 weeks of practice. Good luck trying to play, because that's going to piss the coach off, because he thinks that you're not taking football as serious as you should be. Now, I understand, because this is what everybody was saying in the comments, well, at least one person. But one person in the comments was saying, well, hey, what a 14-year-old doesn't have control over his travel schedule, yada, 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 right? Saying that, oh, well, how do you expect a 14-year-old to tell his parents that? You need to talk to him and tell him that, hey, I want to take football serious. There is practice in the summer. I cannot miss practice. I wish that all parents kind of understood how that goes. Most of you do if you're a parent watching this, but a lot of parents have no experience with football, you guys. They don't even like you playing it necessarily. We get comments about that all the time, hey, my parents hate football. They think it's dangerous. They don't want me to play. What should I do? How do I explain it to them? So guys, parents don't know everything about what it takes to play football in high school or play youth football, but just know you can't miss practice. So if you need to explain to your parents, hey, mom and dad, I want to take football really serious. I really, really enjoy football and I cannot miss practice. So next year, please do not plan any trips in the summer, because I don't want to miss practice, because that's going to make it to where I don't play. And I guarantee you this, guys, your parents are going to be willing to work with you because they care about you. Or work out something to where you could stay back and have them go on the trip, because if football is a top priority, you need to love football and you need to be there in the summer and never miss practice. Now, the next mistake that beginner football players will make is comparing themselves to other players who have been playing a lot longer than they have. So this is for you guys that are joining football in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, or maybe even you guys that are joining in high school. Don't compare yourself to a dude who's been playing for 4 or 5 years. Naturally, he's gonna have a little bit better skills than you have. That's just the way it goes, that's just the way it works, but that does not mean that you can't catch up to him, guys. If every day of practice you focus on just getting 1% better, 2% better at some aspect of your game, your playbook, your skills, your speed, your strength, whatever it is, you are eventually gonna catch up to that player, because that player has already consumed most of that information, and he may not be working as hard as you're working. So the more time you spend comparing yourself to him, the more time you're distracting yourself from the areas of your game that you need to improve on. So guys, make sure you're not comparing yourself, stay in your lane, focus on your game, focus on improving, and that's all you really need to worry about.